Hello, my name is Brian Burrage, and this is my assignment number 3, Visual Safety Procedure Document, submitted to Dr. Lane in partial fulfillment of English course number 3603, Engineering Communications. In this presentation, I will go over the process and overall design approach I used in creating the document. So without further ado, here is my finalized document for my chosen topic, Welding Safety. In selecting this topic, I knew I wanted to use a topic related to manufacturing and/or construction, so I compiled a fairly long list of topic ideas and narrowed them down based on what I had experience with, what I thought could be most useful in my industry, and also the search results. Judging from my previous experience as a welder, I felt I could create a useful document that could be used as a quick reference for both the welders in training as well as the veteran welders. I wanted to limit the poster to a one-page document that could be posted in a shop environment or possibly each individual welding station. And to fit all the information I wanted to include on one page, I decided to use the maximum allowed size of 11 by 17. The title is simple but bold. I used word art to somewhat create a metallic look to go along with the welding theme. And before I determined the actual layout of the document, my initial process was to start researching and compiling the list of possible hazards and precautionary measures in welding. So I got some of my information from American Welding Society and some from my own experience. Once I compiled the list, I grouped it into 4 categories and then began narrowing the list down into 5 items per category. Once I had that complete, I began looking for icons to represent each category and one icon for each listed item to be used like bullet points. And I pulled the majority of the icons I'm using on this document from the Noun project. For the layout, at first I considered using a vertical portrait design with horizontally laid out, but doing that left too much blank space and empty space at the end of each individual line item. So then I looked at possibly using a quadrant style layout, and the flow of the information just wasn't right. So then I decided to basically design the layout in landscape with a column vertical flow type layout. Instead of using the smart arc function, I just stuck with the basic table using vertical columns. For the headings, I originally used heading titles, but at some point in the process I thought it worked better if the icons were basically the heading followed with a short introduction of each category in slightly larger font. The color scheme somewhat represents each category topic. Blue for gas exposure, green for electric shock exposure, yellow basically the caution color for physical hazards, and then red for fire or flammable hazards. The order there's no particular order based on categories, so I just ordered it based on the color spectrum order. So blue, green, yellow, red. When I first started developing this document, I didn't necessarily think ahead on the need for referencing each icon that I was going to use, but it worked out, I think. So I basically listed each referenced icon under the appropriate column that they're related to and in order. I made sure everything was aligned pretty good, and even in the horizontal direction. And as a final touch, to make it a little less bland, I added a background image and made it transparent. So in conclusion, this project provided good experience with learning and working with Microsoft Word functions, many which I have not any experience at all working with. I gained experience with effective document and poster design with knowing the audience that it's directed toward. And this project provided experience with corresponding with my peers with the peer reviews. I got to learn 2 new cool websites, Screencast-O-Matic and Noun Project. And lastly, I just wanted to say thank you to Dr. Lane. I enjoyed the class. I learned a great deal in a short amount of time and definitely feel like I got my money's worth. So thank you and have a great summer.